Report it. Corruption. Report it.
Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time.
Great. I am happy that you are happy to be here this morning. Just a few announcements for today. Please remember to wear your masks at all times because you must protect yourselves. There will be football practice on Tuesday afternoon and choir practice will be held this afternoon. Also, an investigation will begin today. This has become necessary because it has been drawn to my attention that 4 of you have decided to cheat on your exams. Yes. Calm yourselves. Here at the J.W. Fletcher, we do not promote plagiarism or cheating. We expect you to maintain your integrity. We expect you to take the long road to success. There are no shortcuts in life. So the teachers will be pulling you out of class to find out who decided to do such an act. We're not going to take long this morning. I would like you to have your seats and have a lovely day.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Report it. Corruption. Report it. Corruption. Do not support it.
That exam was too hard. I have to come.
Oh, so it's Paula that cheats on the exam?
So what?
So how the teachers don't know like after that school?
Look, all you can even do the exam.
Oh, they act like cheating so young now.
Exactly.
Watch all the embarrassing all yourself there.
And all your family.
Well, how will they know? But eventually they will find out. And after cheating is lying and stealing.
Just now you start to give bribe and take bribe.
Exactly. When all they start working the people bank, all they start to thief their money. Not all the time.
Corruption is robbing our economy. People are gaining from dishonesty.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jenny.
Did you sanitize your hands?
Yes, I did.
How was school today?
They catch children cheating in the exam.
Cheating?
Yeah.
hope you wasn't in that.
No.
Plagiarism is no joke. It not only destroys your integrity, but makes it extremely difficult for people to believe you.
It shows a lack of originality and it questions your character.
I know. I pledge to stand up and maintain my integrity in all aspects of my life. Will you?
Corruption is robbing our economy. People are gaining from dishonesty. Abuse of power for private gain is going to cause our country pain. It's robbing education, healthcare, and dreams. Fraud and theft.
We need to report it.
Bribery.
We need to report it.
Favoritism.
We need to report it.
Intimidation.
And don't
Report it.
Corruption.
Report it.
Corruption.
Report it.
Corruption.
Do not support it.
See the good at court this season with a massive one-day sale. Friday, December 10th. Get 25% off store-wide. Plus, pay nothing until March 2022. Offers available in-store and online at www.shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
It's Wednesday, 8th December 2021, and you're watching the MTV Evening Edition of News. The top stories this evening: police investigating suspected suicide of patient at the General Hospital. 19-year-old murder accused made his first court appearance at the Sauteurs Magistrates Court. Mixed reactions in St. David as Adrian Thomas steps aside, making way for Deacon Mitchell to contest that seat in the upcoming general elections. And in sports, Elaine Thompson shortlisted for BBC World Sports Star 2021. We have the details to these and more after the break.
It's the season to give, and Granlec invites you to give a gift of love and light to someone in our community who has been challenged by COVID-19. Make your account current and nominate someone for a chance to win. 200 winners will be gifted with a $400 grocery voucher or a $75 electricity voucher. If we select your entry, you too will win. Visit our website or Facebook page for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Promotion runs November 24th to December 24th. Give a gift from Granlec this holiday.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence with the details. The Royal Grenada Police Force is investigating a suspected suicide at the General Hospital. According to reports, a male patient jumped from the staircase of the health facility on Wednesday afternoon. The police was informed by health officials of the incident, after which an investigation was launched to ascertain the circumstances surrounding this incident. MTV will bring a comprehensive report on the matter in a subsequent broadcast. 19-year-old murder-accused Tahim Richardson made his first court appearance on Wednesday at the Surtees Magistrates Court. Dressed in a red shirt and jeans, the 19-year-old appeared before Magistrate Marast. Richardson is being accused of killing his stepfather. Reports are Richardson, who is unemployed, strangled his stepfather while he was asleep. The reason why he committed the crime is unknown. He was, however, remanded to Her Majesty's Prison until December 29th, when he will make his second court appearance to answer to the charge of non-capital murder. After 6 years of penance, a young man is happy and relieved to be exonerated from a crime he claims he did not commit. Represented by Attorney-at-Law Jerry Edwin, Dennis Daniel Murray was exonerated of a charge of stealing by reason of employment. Murray claimed that he invested in a LED light business. However, things went sour. The business partner, on the other hand, claimed that Murray stole some of the items, leading to him being arrested and charged with stealing by reason of employment. Murray explained to MTV what transpired 6 years ago.
Well, 6 years ago, I was charged by stealing of reason of employment, which evidently I wasn't employed with. As a result of business partners, a whole twist came to the story to try to get me convicted.
Given the situation and the terms of employment between both parties, Murray told MTV he didn't understand why he was charged.
Well, I was accused of stealing lights, where it was an independent business as business partners, but he didn't relay that information. He told them that I was stealing by reason of employment. That was basically the whole controversy, which had me confused and which led to the whole situation of me being accused of stealing.
On Monday, Murray, represented by Attorney-at-Law Jerry Edwin, the matter was heard and he was set free, and according to him, he feels like a weight was lifted from his shoulder.
Okay, and you're exonerated?
Yes. Well, I feel great. I feel free. A weight is lifted off of my shoulder that I could go on now and start over, if it's the best words to say, and be comfortable in my own skin right now. And for the last 6 years, it was a heavy weight that was weighing on my shoulder. So I was just glad that I came out successful on the matter, which I know I was. I had a lot of trust in myself and confidence, and with a very serious legal team, Mr. Jerry Edwin. His intelligence and extraordinary understanding in ways of breaking down the matter for the jury to understand what really went on. That led us to be very successful on this part.
There seem to be mixed reactions in St. David. The National Democratic Congress representative for the parish, Adrian Thomas, has stepped down, according to a release from the party, to accommodate the new leader. Deacon Mitchell, the newly elected political leader of the National Democratic Congress, will be contesting the St. David constituency in the upcoming general elections, following the resignation of Adrian Thomas, who was the candidate for the party in the 2013 and the 2018 general elections. In a release from the party, it indicated that, and I quote, as part of the process of beginning the selection of candidates to contest the next general election, the National Democratic Congress is pleased to announce that the current caretaker for St. David has stepped down as the caretaker in light of the expressed interest of the political leader to contest the St. David seat, unquote. MTV took its cameras to the Virgin Parish to get the perspectives of the people as to how they feel about the recent developments.
Well, I am not sure as to what his reasons were for stepping down, but if they were genuine, I think he should be commended. I guess he's looking at the bigger picture. I mean, they want to win and they want to win by any means necessary, right? So if he did step down genuinely and still supports Deacon, then he need to be commended.
He didn't supposed to step down. He's supposed to build his place, make the place look as, an island that we're living in, where we're staying.
Well, I have to say, I don't see nothing wrong with him. I don't see nothing wrong with him. And I am the person, I am not Corey Fever. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Who they let them steady? That's what I have to say. Who they let them steady? Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Persuader stepping down from the NDC?
Well, I don't think nobody else is going to do it better. Yeah, I don't think nobody else is going to do it better.
The Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has recorded its 8th consecutive year of steady profitability despite the hiccups brought on by the COVID pandemic. Chairman of the Board of Directors, Darrell Brathwaite, attributed the bank's performance to their effective credit risk management and growth in other sections. Donella Hostain attended the bank's year-end performance briefing and has more in this report.
The COVID pandemic has not marred the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited from maintaining steady profitability for 2021, which, according to Chairman of the Board of Directors, Darrell Brathwaite, is indeed commendable. Chairman Brathwaite highlighted some of the most outstanding areas in the bank's overall performance.
The bank turned in after-tax profits of $9.9 million compared with $9.6 million in 2020. This performance primarily reflects effective credit risk management along with consistent yields on a high-quality and expanding credit portfolio, effective management of the interest expense considering the value of the deposit portfolio, and growth in other income.
According to him, the bank's assets for 2021 also increased by 11.2%, which now stands at $1.43 billion. The investment portfolio also grew by 16.9%. Based on the presentation of Managing Director Larry Lawrence, the GCBL has secured the highest customer satisfaction index among commercial banks, keeping them as the #1 in the commercial banking sector.
With such an increase in the level of patronage, there is quite naturally pressure on our ability to maintain the high level of excellent customer service experience that we aspire to provide. Quite gratifying, the hard work and dedication of our staff has paid off. Coop Bank in 2021 has the highest customer satisfaction index score among commercial banks with 82%. This again is a commendable performance, having rated above the industry 4-year average of 79%.
As a result of the overall growth and upon acknowledging the financial challenges that the pandemic has brought, the GCBL, through its Education Investment Program, has increased the number of scholarships offered to students.
There are many children, many students who would have been impacted through, of course, not being able to go to school. Their parents would have been impacted through their income being severed or income being cut because of their inability to work or work the same amount of hours. Once 7 scholarships per year, 1 per parish.
This, according to the MD, is a significant part of the bank's corporate social responsibility. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
One accountant says the lifting of the curfew augurs well for the business community, especially those in the food and beverage sector, and anticipates that the economic downturn will improve by the first quarter of 2022. Troy Gill has more.
With the complete removal of the curfew, which was enforced since March 2020, there is opportunity for additional flexibility for businesses to operate beyond midnight, according to accountant and managing partner at PKF, Henry Joseph. Speaking to MTV News in a phone interview on Wednesday, Joseph says the ease of doing business provided through the complete removal of the curfew is tremendous.
Now, the impact on the business sector would be tremendous. In that, for example, restaurants can now open up to the regular time, 11 o'clock, probably 12, that kind of thing. Business places can continue to operate. They don't have to be worried over the fact that the workers have to leave by a certain time to get to their homes, right? Bus operators, taxi operators, a whole series of persons would be impacted, positively.
The number of visitors to Grenada's shores has increased in recent times, which will be beneficial to those who depend heavily on the tourism sector.
The downturn that we saw in the economy should improve because we are all hoping that, tourists would be able to come in. They have started because we have seen the cruise ships coming in. We've also seen the numbers in the hotels are improving. So it would have a positive impact on the economy. Persons should then be able to earn more income and thus have a bit more money to spend.
He projects that the economy will improve by the first quarter of 2022. However, businesses should be reminded that we are still amid a global pandemic.
But make no mistake about it, the whole world is being affected by this COVID situation. The new strain has already started to impact travel because only a couple days ago I saw that persons from North America and Europe are saying they're changing their travel plans because, most people don't want to get affected. But I believe what the Grenada government has done would have a positive impact on our economy as a whole.
During Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Minister Steele did not suggest a cutoff point for businesses to operate. However, he advised business owners to exercise restraint. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
That's the first segment of news. We'll be back after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong. Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlec.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Super Sunday! Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday in Grenada! Wow! And this year, it's gonna be online with a whopping $20,000 US! Yes, you heard right! $20,000 US to be won! Just get a ticket for only US $20 and you stand a chance to win! Get your tickets now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at GoToVet.com. Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday! Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy T Virtual Bingo and win cash this Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everybody.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with joy.
Welcome back. Consumers of fish and other seafood will for a few months not be able to enjoy the surplus of fish as they have during the year. This is according to Junior MacDonald, attached to the Fisheries Department of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. We get more from Donella Hostin.
Fishers and divers on the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique are asking their customers to bear with them at this time as the supply of fish decreases over the next few months. According to Junior MacDonald of the Fisheries Department on the Sister Isles, this is due to the weather patterns, which is not suitable for fishers to catch the numbers they used to during the year. This, he says, has been happening over the last few years.
Over the last 2 to 3 years, we have been experiencing some severe wind and rough seas during this period. Generally, during this period, the fish landing at the various markets and sites in Petite Martinique have been reduced tremendously, not because of the drop in fish or so on. It's mainly because of the weather. Most of the fishers during this period tend to stay ashore. Of course, the safety is critical during this time.
MacDonald noted that the safety of the fishers and divers is paramount. He says this decrease in landing will impact the price of fish and other seafood delicacies.
Based on the principle of demand and supply, now during this time when the demand is high, especially for lobster, from my experience, the price which normally may be sold for the lobster, which would normally be sold for $12, customers may have to pay $50 during this time because they are not as much landed prior to this rough weather.
When probed about how long this reduction in fish will go on for, MacDonald noted that this can go on until early March 2022.
In my experience, most by generally February, end of February, March, most of the longline fishers return out at sea during that period because, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, a lot of the fishers are involved now in the longline industry. So most of them return to the sea. During this period, I should mention, a lot of the fishers and boat owners take the time to dock the boat.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
The Grenada Volunteer Hospital Committee UK on Wednesday handed over PPE and an oxygen concentrator to the General Hospital. According to Eunice Sandy David, Grenada representative of the committee in the UK, they hope that this donation will make a difference as it relates to the services offered at the hospital. Here once again is Donella Hostin.
The General Hospital in St. George's is the recipient of protective personal equipment and an oxygen concentrator through a donation by the Grenada Voluntary Hospital Committee, UK. According to Grenada's representative for the GVHC, Eunice Sandy David, this donation is expected to provide some assistance with the services offered at the hospital. She says this is in response to a critical need that was identified.
Specifically for this morning, responding to a critical identified need, because we strive to always respond to needs. This morning we are handing over some PPEs, and as we know, that's personal protective equipment, and 2 oxygen concentrators. It is my pleasure, and I trust that the donation will make a little dent in the management for the hospital services.
This, Sandy David says, is the third donation the organization has made, bringing the value of their contribution to the tune of 40,000 EC dollars towards Grenada's COVID management assistance.
This is about the third contribution in this regard, because they have contributed by way of cash to government's procurement fund, by way, to purchase necessary equipment in the past couple of years, as we have been experiencing the pandemic. And in addition, through the St. Vincent de Paul, have contributed to the distribution of food packages, etc.
Head of the Office of the Diaspora, Derek James, indicated that this donation was indeed a significant one as the country continues to grapple with the pandemic.
I want to express my appreciation to all the diaspora, wherever you are. And especially I want to say thanks to Jackie McKenzie, who's the one who really put forward to make the donation of the oxygen concentrators. So I want to say thanks to Jackie and her continued support, and to all the diaspora, the High Commissioner and her team, and to the diaspora in London. And we do appreciate this, and we look forward to working with the diaspora and continue to help Grenada in its efforts, not just to fight COVID, but to improve the healthcare system.
Receiving on behalf of the Ministry of Health was the Permanent Secretary with responsibility for hospital services, who expressed gratitude for the donation. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
We're now in the festive season, and some people have been increasing their shopping. The Royal Grenada Police Force is urging people to be cautious when purchasing and looking for various produce. Nikita Hostin has more.
We know all those hustlers around our neighborhoods. We tend to take a blind eye because of the fact that, okay, the item is cheap and it's convenient to us because we do not want to go to the marketplace to purchase the item. We figure that at the end of the day, if the persons come to us to sell it, then it is easier for us to do. Yeah? But we as consumers, we have a mandate to protect the farmers.
The Pretty Larceny Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force is urging citizens this Christmas season to be vigilant when buying produce. Constable Wilbert Sam is encouraging the population to ask questions before buying from vendors this season.
Presently now we have what we call the gum provisions in season, that's yam, dashing, sweet potatoes. And persons tend to use those produce as means of gaining monies, and would go to the extreme to get it. Therefore, would enter person's garden without their consent and go and steal those kinds of things. So we at the Pretty Larceny Department are encouraging persons that once people of those nature comes to them, that they question them in relation to how they come in possession of the particular item or particular produce that they intend to sell to them. Question them. Yeah, because sometimes you might find that while questioning them, you realize that that particular produce that they have in their possession may have come from your particular garden.
Okay.
So once again, we're encouraging persons to question people, find out the source of where they get the items from, so that at the end of the day, we can protect ourselves and protect the livelihood of the country.
Constable Sam says depends on the season or the particular produce that's in season. Pretty larceny tends to be high. He says currently officers are out in the field ensuring people are not victims of pretty larceny.
So what you will find now, we have a spike now in yams. Persons stealing people's yams as well, because yam is a high demand when it comes to this season. So it all depends on this season for which the item would be at a spike or at a low. We have systems in place that would safeguard the farmers in this era. Although the unit is small, we are trying our very best to ensure that the farming community is satisfied with our performance. Therefore, we are presently now going to the extreme to ensure that that is done.
Constable Sam says officers normally check for farmers' ID during their daily routine. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Director of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Carissa Etienne, is encouraging people during the festive season to celebrate the holidays wisely and safely, as we are not yet out of the woods. as they continue to monitor the new COVID variant in the region. Nikita Hostain tells us more.
With the holiday season approaching, it's important to celebrate safely to reduce the spread of COVID-19. For the past 2 years, Christmas has been different due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and this year may be no different. However, in case individuals plan to celebrate just a little bit, Director of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Carissa Etienne, says we are not yet out of the woods as we are still dealing with the deadly COVID-19.
We know that people may be tempted to congregate in large parties, to celebrate with extended family, to go to bars for drinks with friends, and other things that we normally do on holidays. But please let's remember that we are not out of the woods yet. We have a dangerous virus that is circulating in our countries, and we do have to protect ourselves from getting infected.
However, the director of PAHO says vaccination can help reduce cases of COVID-19. However, people should be vigilant when celebrating this season.
We see that from survey data that as vaccination coverage increases, that the observance of masking and social distancing decreases. And we have seen how the relaxation of these public health measures in the past have led to renewed waves of infection. And we really don't want this to happen again. So let me implore, celebrate your holidays safely. Keep wearing your masks, open windows to circulate air, and keep a safe distance of 1 meter or more from others. Wash your hands frequently and get vaccinated when it's your turn. Please let us all stay safe during this holiday season.
She says PAHO is observing the spread of the Omicron variant in our region.
Omicron has already been detected in several countries, including Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Mexico, and the United States. Although it's just a matter of time before the variant circulates in more countries. The arrival of a new variant doesn't necessarily mean that things will be worse, but it does mean that we must be extra vigilant in the short term.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
This is the MTV Evening News. Your weekly health feature is up next.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the Communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the Communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with joy.
See the good at Courts this season with a massive one-day sale. Friday, December 10th. Get 25% off store-wide. Plus, pay nothing until March 2022. Offers available in-store and online at www.shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6
even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more, win more,
have more fun.
With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one.
With the new and improved Super 6 game.
The jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things:
kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel. It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel.
Your favorite flavored soft drink now comes in a limited edition sorrel flavor. Enjoy a cool sorrel sweet drink this Christmas. Available in 591 ml packet sizes. Sweet drink, we drink.
It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel.
Proudly produced in Grenada by the Grenada Bottling Company Limited.
Who needs a plan? Take my hand. Our stories will find us. My Shandy Caravan. And there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you. My Shandy Caravan. And there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you.
Shandy Carib, refreshed for life.
Super Sunday! Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday in Grenada! Wow! And this year, it's gonna be online with a whopping $20,000! Yes, you heard right! $20,000 to be won! Just get a ticket for only $20 and you stand a chance to win! Get your tickets now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday! Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy T Virtual Bingo and win cash this Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Healthwise and MTV News comes to you compliments Sunrise Diagnostic Center.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
For this week's Healthwise, we are speaking with Nutrition Education and Promotion Coordinator at the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, Sharice Bristol, on best practices to reduce salt intake when consuming salted ham this Christmas season, which, if not properly managed, can seriously compromise one's health.
So what can persons do to reduce the quantities of salt, probably in a serving or in a ham, right, for this Christmas season, so that it does not affect your health, especially persons with non-communicable diseases?
Yes. Thank you so much. Season greetings to you and everyone else. When we think about this time, it's celebration, right? And yes, we're in this pandemic, again another year, but we do want to enjoy our salted ham, as you say. But how can we really reduce this? And there are various ways and methods that persons are already doing, right? And they're aware of, and some you have not a clue. So here's what you can do. You can get your ham, yes. You can decide to slice it. So when you slice it, before putting it in a bucket or a pot to soak it, that way you get most of the sodium, salt, out from the meat. So you can slice before soaking, or you soak the entire leg. But just know before preparing, you'd have to soak again or boil. And the soaking can vary. So you can go as, if it's a very salted ham, you can go as much as 3 days. So that way, the salt from the meat is going to come off and the water is going to dry. So you'll be in the water. So if you taste that water, it'll be very salty. Now, if it's not so salty, then maybe you may want 24 hours or 48 hours to soak that meat. And preparing it, I am going to prepare this for myself. I have hypertension. How am I going to control my pressure for this season? I'm going to slice the amount I'm going to prepare for breakfast. It's already boiled. Slice those, maybe 2 small slices, thin as possible. Then you put that in a saucer with some water. You can leave it there for a few minutes, maybe up to 30 minutes. Throw that water out, put some more in, right? And then you can boil that, throw that out, and then you can saute it in your onions and your peppers. That's a way that you can do it, and this way you can reduce the sodium content by even 80 or more %.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Regional highlights are up next.
Health-wise at MTV News came to you compliments Sunrise Diagnostic Center.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Arizo Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Arizo Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
We now join Clifton James for news from across the region.
With tonight's MTV Regional Roundup, I am Clifton James. Police in Jamaica are investigating the shooting death of a teacher in St. Elizabeth. As we hear in this TVJ report, the incident happened in front of her colleagues and students.
Students and teachers at the Sandy Bank Basic School in Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, have been left shocked and traumatized following the shooting death of a teacher, 26-year-old Chanel Smith. It's reported that Miss Smith, who is from the community, arrived at the school about 7:50 a.m. Two men dressed in hooded sweaters and masks were parked at the gate pretending to repair their motorcycle. Eyewitnesses say one of the men pulled a firearm and shot Miss Smith as she approached the gate. The men then fled the scene. Her father is distraught.
This man in the last thing she said to me, Daddy pass me school shoes. She not even said daddy, she said that. Pass me school shoes to me now. Right? I just imagine when she feel the first shot this man, she must have said to herself, said, Daddy kill me now. And I think, God, is this real? Is this real? And the problem I'm having, Jamaica have no justice system to correct this problem.
The incident has also left the community puzzled, as the deceased teacher was not known to be involved in wrongdoing.
My angel and trouble people. So this just shocking. In all angle, in every kind of way, shocking. To be frank and to be truthful.
Everybody is just in shock. They keep saying they're in, like it's a fairy tale, and it's not real. I think they're still in shock. So they are seeking medical assistance at this time.
Ms. Smith has been working at the school since 2018. The institution is now closed until further notice.
Former Prime Minister of Jamaica, PJ Patterson, says the removal of Britain's Queen Elizabeth as the head of state in Jamaica cannot wait on a full review of the constitution. Barbados last month replaced the Queen as head of state and has since adopted a republican form of government. Patterson has written to Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Leader of the Opposition, Mark Golding, urging them to swiftly begin the process for removal of the Queen as Jamaica prepares to celebrate its 60th year of independence. Speaking on Radio Jamaica's Beyond the Headlines over the last weekend, Patterson was asked whether it would not be better if the leaders used the opportunity to initiate comprehensive constitutional review, with the installation of a local head of state being part of that process. He told radio listeners that such a review could take up to 2 years, and Jamaica cannot afford to wait that long to end its relationship with the British monarchy. He said the country has to have a head of state during that year of the Jubilee that will reflect its own image and will enable every Jamaican to aspire to reach positions in their native land. The latest COVID-19 variant Omicron has been reported in Bermuda. The Ministry of Health in its COVID-19 update on Tuesday said 95% are Delta and 5% are Omicron. The ministry says genome sequencing was undertaken on the active cases, and whilst most of them are of the Delta variant, one case is the Omicron variant. The sequencing was done by MDL Lab, and it indicated the presence of Omicron in one imported case that arrived over the weekend. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sports is next.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Arizo Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Arizo Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. Register now to get the Grenlec app release date and enter to win $100 credit towards your bill. Terms and conditions apply.
We promised you, and now it's time to deliver. St. Louis UPVC is finally open for business. Look for the blue building marked St. Louis UPVC number 21 Frequenter Industrial Park. At St. Louis UPVC, we manufacture durable push-up windows, sliding windows, projected windows, and casement windows. You can also purchase sliding doors. Our products are manufactured with up to half-inch impact glass, with 21 different types of glass to choose from. Windows can be customized to your specifications. Free delivery island-wide. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Feel free to call us at 439-6538 for more information.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Elaine Thompson shortlisted for BBC World Sports Star 2021. That and more coming up in sports.
Man. My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with Caribjet.
Call Caribjet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. Caribjet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
Rachel Bain has this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenadian athlete Melanie Rodney has had a busy period recently balancing athletics and academics. During the GIS Spice Morning Show on Wednesday, she gave an overview of her journey so far.
I like to describe my journey as unconventional. You know, there have been high moments, there have been low moments. My family, they worked extremely hard, especially my parents, to get me, you know, where I'm at right now. Just getting the opportunity to go abroad to study. You know, I've been to a junior college at first, College of the Sequoias. I spent 2 years there, and I transferred to a Division I university, UCLA, and I studied sociology there, and I continued my track career. I was on the track team. I was also the team captain there. One thing that I really appreciated was that my coach, who was at the junior college, he transferred to UCLA, so I got to enjoy him while being at College of the Sequoias and at UCLA, and You know, my coach and I, we have a very strong relationship. You know, he's more than a coach to me. He's more of a mentor, if that's how I should put it.
She also went on to talk about her appearance at the Olympics this year.
So the Olympics has always been a dream of mine. It's always been a goal since I started. You know, as I said, my coach and I, we have a very good relationship, and he seeks my interest a lot. And so, you know, I've been practicing, I've been preparing, but at the same time, I've been struggling with injuries that, you know, that I have acquired in the past. Saying that I'm in Grenada, I was injured while I was in Grenada, and you know, the rehab wasn't. It could have been better. So I've been struggling with injuries for the past like five years. So, you know, it was a bit of a challenge because my coach would have to figure out a way to get me healthy while being able to compete.
The unstoppable Elaine Thompson-Herah is on course to close out an outstanding year in the athletics as she has been nominated for yet another award, this time the BBC Sports Personality of the Year World Sports Star Awards. Fresh from copping the prestigious World Athletics Female Athlete of the Year award, Thompson-Herah has been named among the BBC's World Sports Star nominees. The list is made up of the elites in their various sporting disciplines. It includes Mexico's Saul Canelo, Alvarez for boxing, Ireland's Rachel Blackmore in the category of horse racing, United States' Tom Brady for American football, Siberia's Novak Djokovic for tennis, and Netherlands' Max Verstappen for Formula One racing. No UK government minister will attend the Beijing Winter Olympics. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced on Wednesday, calling it effectively a diplomatic boycott. The announcement came after the White House and the Australian government confirmed diplomatic boycotts of the Winter Olympics in February to protest Chinese human rights abuses. China has vowed to react with firm countermeasures. When asked in the House of Commons on Wednesday whether Britain would join in the diplomatic action, Johnson said, there will be effectively a diplomatic boycott of the Winter Olympics in Beijing. Johnson said he did not believe sporting boycotts are sensible and that remains his government policy. The diplomatic moves by Britain, the USA and Australia do not affect their athletes' ability to compete in the Winter Games. And finally, some cricket. Pat Cummins made a blistering start to his Australia captaincy, spearheading a day of destruction with 5-4 as England were skittled out for 147 on day one of the opening Ashes test. Cummins, who replaced Tim Paine as skipper after stepping down and ultimately taking a break from cricket following a lewd texting scandal, ushered in a new era with a 5-wicket haul for just 38 runs before the rain and bad lights scuppered played at the Gabba on Wednesday. England won the toss and opted to bat first on a green wicket in Brisbane, but it was a horror day for Joe Root's tourists. Mitchell Starc, 2 for 35, knocked over Roy Burns' leg stump with the first ball of the series, and things quickly turned sour, much to the delight of the local crowd. And that has brought us to the end of MTV's Evening Sports. I am Rachel B.
The weather and a recap of the top stories when we come back.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Good evening again, viewers, and with Wednesday night's weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. Even though conditions were fair most of the time, we did see some patches of low-level moisture passing through the region, bringing with it scattered showers. This occurred mostly over the southern part of the Caribbean islands, mostly around Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, and St. Vincent. A large area of cloudiness to the east of the islands. It looks a bit ominous, but most of it is upper level. We are keeping an eye on it. However, there are some lower-level patches that could bring some more rain in the next couple of days. The slight haze continues to affect the islands. We can see most of that cloudiness which I spoke of, but as you can see, is moving away from the islands due to strong upper level winds. However, at the lower level, we have some of those patches, very shallow, moisture laden clouds, and with the interaction of the local terrain, we could be seeing some more showers during the night time. Wednesday night's weather is expected to be characterized by short, sharp, localized showers. The winds will be northeasterly between 10 and 20 miles per hour, minimum temperature of 24. The moon is going to set tonight at 10:25. It's going to rise again tomorrow morning at 10:36 and set tomorrow night at 10:25. Fair conditions would prevail on Thursday, but there is a 50% chance of more showers developing. Winds remain northeasterly between 12 and 24 miles per hour. Seas are choppy, 5 to 7 foot waves. Exercise caution if you have to venture far from port. The sun is going to rise at 6:16 and set at 5:42. Still a hot day despite the scattered showers that we would see. A high of 33 will feel like 37. Scattered showers in Port of Spain, variable cloudy conditions in Bridgetown. There is about a 40% chance of some showers there also. The sunshine can be found in Kingston and in Miami. New York could be mostly cloudy, still a bit cool up there, high of 6. London will be in for afternoon rain. Here at home, fair weather will prevail, but we'd have 40 to 50% chance of showers over the next 3 days as those shallow low-level patches of clouds move across the region. Fair again from, fair weather will continue Monday onwards, but the chance of rain looking as if it's going to decrease at that time. That's it for Wednesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Thursday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
To end the news, a recap of the top stories. Police investigating suspected suicide of patient at the General Hospital. 19-year-old murder accused made his first court appearance at the Certes Magistrates Court. Mixed reactions in St. David as Adrian Thomas steps aside, making way for Deacon Mitchell to contest that seat in the upcoming general elections. And in sports, Elaine Thompson shortlisted for BBC World Sports Star 2021. Before we go, a reminder to tune in to all our media platforms tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. for our Rise and Shine program with host Oslin Crosby. On behalf of the news and production departments, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence, thanking you for watching.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one little ticket. Get your triple cash scratch ticket for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lottery Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Wednesday, the 8th of December, 2021. I'm Lexanne Fletcher, and I'll be your draw hostess for this evening. I've got Miss Priscilla Barry joining me. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Ms. Barry is here to ensure the games for this evening are conducted in a fair and accountable manner, that the game balls have not been tampered with and are within industry standards. Well, don't forget with the Pick 3 game, you can bet as little as $1 on inline, mix, and pair tickets and from $2 on backup tickets. Let's find out what the winning numbers will be for this evening. It pays to play. Good luck. And tonight's first number up is 7. Second number 2, third and final. Yes, third and final is 0. Time to recap. First number was 7, second number 2, the third and final was 0. Congratulations if you're a winner this evening, and don't forget we've got the Playway draw up next, so get your tickets out. We'll see you then.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Welcome back. It's time for the Playway draw for this evening, Wednesday, the 8th of December, 2021. I've got Miss Priscilla Barry joining me once again. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Quick reminder, as always, with the Playway game, all you got to do is bet as little as $1 up to $10 on increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice and get to win 24 times the amount you bet. That's $24 for every dollar spent. Well, it's time to reveal tonight's winning Playway number. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. Good luck. And the winning Playway number is this evening's winning Playway number 34. That's 3434. The dream symbol is Mako. Just repeat tonight's winning Playway number. That number is 34. 3434. The dream symbol Mako. Congratulations if you are a winner. And of course, don't forget, up next, the cash for draw. We'll see you then.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back. It's time for the Daily Cash for draw for this evening, Wednesday, the 8th of December, 2021. Just to remind you, I've got Miss Priscilla Barry standing in with me once again. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Don't forget, with the Cash for game, you can bet as little as $1 on most of the bet types with the exception of backup. in which case you bet $2. Hope you got your tickets out and ready. Let's find out what the winning numbers will be for this evening. It's more plays, bigger prizes. Good luck. All right, check your tickets. First number up is 4. Second number 6. Third number 1. And the final number is 8. Time to recap. First number was 4. The second number 6. Third number up was 1. And the fourth and final was 8. Congratulations if you're a winner this evening. It's Wednesday. Hope you got your lotto tickets for the draw later on. The estimated jackpot is $118,000. We'll see you then.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's time for the National Lottery Authority's Lotto draw number 3297 for this evening, Wednesday, the 8th of December, 2021. The estimated jackpot for this evening, $118,000. Ms. Priscilla Barry is standing in with me once again. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Let's find out what the free ticket letter will be. Hope you got your tickets. Good luck. And this evening's free ticket letter is... The free ticket letter for this evening is the letter B. That's B as in ball. B as in ball. And it's time to find out what the 5 winning numbers will be for $118,000. If you bought your tickets, good luck. All right, here we go. Check your tickets. First number. First number up, 23. Second. Second number, 31. Third. Third number up, 3. Fourth. Fourth number is 7. And the final. Yes, final number, 15. All right, so we got to do a little recap. Double check your tickets. The free ticket letter, firstly, that letter was B as in ball. That's B as in ball. And the 5 winning numbers for $118,000. Let's recap. Numbers on the screen. Double check with your tickets. First number up was 23. That's 2, 3, 23. The second, 31, 3, 1, 31. Third number up was 3, 0, 3, 3. The fourth was 7, 0, 7, 7. And the final, 15, 1, 5, 15. This has been Lotto Play and Win a Lot. We've got these numbers. Great Christmas to you. Don't forget, we're here back, of course, tomorrow, God's will. So go on out there, get your tickets, and continue to support sports, culture, and nation building. Have a good night.
Maximize your advertising dollar. Admire your growth. Only with MTV, Magic FM, and the Grenada Informer. Contact our marketing department on 440-8171 or 444-1413.
loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Lyra Edwards of Tivoli St. Andrew passed away on Friday, 29th October 2021, at the age of 68. She was the mother of Mitchell and Richard Courtney and Gail Edwards, grandmother of Sherwin, Rachel and Dion, sister of Leroy Jeffrey, Derek, Winston, Thaddeus, Alfred, Lenora, Pamela and Olive, aunt of many including Leron, Pharrell, Emerson and Cameron, mother-in-law of Eltha and Rena, caregivers Joan Panchu and Alice Thomas, many cousins including the Francis and Henry families in Trinidad, Vitalis and family, many other close relatives and friends including the Nelson family in Trinidad, Constance and Rosalind Courtney of Paraclete, Wendy Aline and family, Thierry and family, Dennis Abraham and family, Noreen Modeste and family, Katianne Richards and family, Maisie and family, Evelina and family, Laureen and family, the Prince family, Rose and family, Margaret Courtney and family, the pastor and members of the Lapo Tree Seventh-day Adventist Church, and friends and neighbors of Lapo Tree, Conference and Dunfermline St. Andrew. The funeral service for the late Lyra Edwards of Tivoli St. Andrew will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to LaCour Brothers Funeral Homes. Doreen S. Nixon of Labrie St. George, who resided in New York, USA, passed away on Friday, 26th November 2021, at the age of 85. She was the mother of Lucia Nixon and Diana St. Croix, grandmother of Brian Problin Proherbs, Malcolm St. Croix Jr., and Carla Proherbs, great-grandmother of Savannah Ray St. Croix, sister of Elsa St. John, grandmother-in-law of Alicia Problin, sister-in-law of Naomi, Edris, Erica and Dora Nixon, and Miriam Cador, aunt of many including Anne-Marie Stewart, Sebastian, Leslie-Ann, Catherine, Bernard, and Marilyn St. John, grand-aunt of many including Petra and Barry Stewart, Matthew Lett, Joseph St. John, Michaela Madison, Malika Charles St. John, and Makisha St. John, aunt-in-law of many, great-grand-aunt of Harmony Madison, godmother of Edward Christopher, caregivers Tracy Burnett, Melissa De Roche, Ophelia Mulling, and Samantha Simpson. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Mary Brownie, the Nixon, Paul, Purcell and St. John families, Alban and Yvonne Redhead, Margaret Christopher, Carl Arthur, Joseph Elephant Alexander, Rupert Link, Jerome Sargent, and friends and neighbors in the USA, the United Kingdom, Canada, Barbados, Trinidad, Labrie and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Doreen S. Nixon of Labrie St. George, who resided in New York, USA, will be held in the USA on Saturday, 11th December. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Cosmas Sylvester Seals, also known as Grand Master and Cassie of Montmoritz, who resided at Grand'Anse, passed away on November 29, 2021, at the age of 81. He leaves behind 3 children, Sandra, Roger, and Koskil, 7 brothers, Thomas, Samuel, Mandu, Clifton, Alphas, Wilfred, and Michelle, 4 sisters, Myrtle, Marion, Glenda, and Julia, 5 grandchildren, 2 great-grands, several nieces and nephews, many other relatives and friends including Trevor, Kem, Urban, Glenda, Joe, Tanya, the boys at Ricky's shop, Sandra and the boys on the Carenage, Moses, Wilfred, Lorraine, Junior, Ermin, Irma, Lloyd, the Montmoritz Breakfast Gang, and friends and other relatives living in the United Kingdom, the USA, and Canada. The funeral service for the late Cosmas Sylvester Seals, also known as Grandmaster and Cassie of Montmoritz, who resided at Grand'Anse St. George, will take place privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Catherine Williams, also known as Bernice, Tita, and Darlin, of Blair St. Andrew, who resided at Jean Anglais St. George, passed away on Friday, 5th November 2021, at the age of 72. She was the mother of Junior Gia Williams, Trelawney Shark Williams, Charles I.E. Williams, and Judy Williams, grandmother of Michael, Torel, Trevon, Taraji, Jamoya, Anishka, Naheem, Nathan, Celio, and Kadishka, sister of Rebecca Berkeley, Gracelyn Natu in Canada, Rupert Natu in the USA, Thomas, Lawson, McQueen, and Daniel Natu, aunt of many including Kim, Erica, Vanessa, Loxley, Alina, Marcus, Risha, and Richard, niece of Lucy Smith, Henry Williams, and Donald Williams in Trinidad, sister-in-law of Christiana Natu, Nicodemus Berkeley, Eric Matthew Williams, Ronald Williams, and Rosalind Charles, mother-in-law of Neil and Julian, Tracy Neptune in the UK, Joselle Hunt, and Geraldine St. Bernard. Many cousins, other relatives, and close friends including Lydia Chaiton Phillip, Mavis Nichols, Norris Williams, Gracelyn Caliste, Stephanie Patterson, Rawl Williams, William Newell, Rita Bishop, Claudia Charles, Jennifer Fletcher, the pastor and members of Grand'Anse Berean Church, and friends and neighbours of Blair's, Monkhorn, Bylands, Birtgrove, Jean Anglais, Gulf Course, Grand'Anse, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Catherine Williams, also known as Bernice, Tita, and Darlin, of Blair St. Andrew, who resided at Jean Anglais St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. John Augustine Nichols of Munich St. Andrew passed away on Sunday 28th November 2021 at the age of 68. He was the brother of Lillian Edwards in the UK, Teresa Chrissy Fletcher in Barbados, Margaret, Naomi, Alma, Jefferson and Judge Derriton Nichols in the USA, Raymond in Canada, and Oscar, also known as Ocon, in Grenada. Uncle of many including Delaris Edwards, Kenneth Pompey Braffett, Charlene Francis, Dr. Kathy Ann Fletcher, E.M. Irie George, Jacinta Gibbs, Leon Peters, Ken Mitchell, and teacher Perla Roberts. Brother-in-law of Kenneth Fletcher, Eric Mitchell, and Travale Nichols. Many other relatives and friends including Uncle Zephyrin Francis, Elma Peters, Kenny Mason, Patrick Hugo Mason, Kenisha Lambert, the Gibbs, Macmillan, and Nichols families of Munich and Lafayette, Dolores Joseph and the boys by the shop on the hill at Bamboo, and friends and neighbours of Munich and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late John Augustine Nichols of Munich St. Andrew will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. David Charles, also known as Joby, of Lafayette St. Andrew, passed away on Wednesday 17th November 2021 at the age of 78. He was the father of Kenroy Williams, Anthony Williams, Chlorina Williams, Roquel Williams, Alex Williams, Sergeant number 271 Kevin Williams, and Police Constable number 512 Williams, brother of Margaret Charles and Josephine Charles in Trinidad, and Neltress Beggs in Grenada, stepfather of Rosemary Williams in Canada and Kim Budd in Grenada, grandfather of 18 including Shamaika Alexander, Makeda, Kasara, Kelvin, Ariel, Ariana, Lisa, Esmond, Brittany and Braddon Williams, great-grandfather of 7, uncle of Daniel and Philip Charles, Fitzroy Beggs and Grant Beggs, Nellis Stewart and Joan, father-in-law of Nazaria and Tinka Williams, Joanna Amadi and Sharon, cousin of many including the Honorable Delma Thomas and family, Pastor Frankie Noel and family, and Maria Charles Viveg and family. Many other relatives and close friends including Sidney St. Louis, Charlie, Desmond Sherman, Keith, Earl Abraham, Alice Charles, the Charles family of Monthorn, Pearls and St. John's St. Andrew, the Edgar and Stewart families of Lafayette, the Beggs and Noel families of Bylands, the Caliste family of Paradise and Lafayette, and the Sampson family of Grandlet. The funeral of the late David Charles, also known as Joby of Lafayette St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Reginald Howell, also known as Police, of Florida St. John, who resided at Monkridge St. Patrick, passed away on Saturday, December 4th, 2021, at the age of 50. The funeral arrangements for the late Reginald Howell, also known as Police, of Florida St. John, who resided at Monkridge St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Erlin Aldith Ferguson, affectionately known as Mammy Erlin, of Sanssouci St. George, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, passed away on Wednesday, December 1st, 2021 in New York, at the age of 94. The funeral arrangements for the late Erlin Aldith Ferguson, affectionately known as Mammy Erlin of Sanssouci St. George, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jimmy John, also known as Kiki or Cap, of New Hampshire St. George, died on Monday, 6th December 2021, at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Jimmy John, also known as Kiki or Cap, of New Hampshire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Clarice Alexander, also known as Claro, of Monthorn St. Andrew, a well-known market vendor at Grenville, passed away on Friday, 3rd December 2021, at the age of 81. The funeral arrangements for the late Clarice Alexander, also known as Claro of Monthorn St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Maud Jones George, also known as Teacher Maud, of Happy Hill St. George, passed away on Saturday, 27th November 2021, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Maud Jones George, also known as Teacher Maud, of Happy Hill St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Molan Martin Lalji, also known as Flex and Mad Max, of Latente St. David, died on Wednesday, December 1st, 2021, at the age of 42. The funeral arrangements for the late Molan Martin Lalji, also known as Flex and Mad Max, of Latente St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Shendel Muriel Charles of River Road, St. George, died on Thursday, December 2nd, 2021, at the age of 36. The funeral arrangements for the late Shendell Muriel Charles of River Road, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Corporal 837 Kenneth Cummings, also known as Jasper of Happy Hill, who resided at New Hampshire, St. George, died on Saturday the 20th of November at the age of 56. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Corporal 837 Kenneth Cummings, also known as Jasper of Happy Hill, in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Louisa Benoit, also known as Pamela, of Conference St. Andrew, passed away on Saturday 27th November 2021 at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Louisa Benoit, also known as Pamela, of Conference St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Deborah Pearline Nayak, also known as Maisy and Nayo, of Dunfermline, who resided at Mirabeau St. Andrew, passed away on Tuesday 23rd November 2021 at the age of 51. The funeral arrangements for the late Deborah Pearline Nayak, also known as Maisy and Nayo of Dunfermline, who resided at Mirabeau St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Jaden Blake of Woburn St. George passed away on Saturday 27th November 2021 at the age of 10. The funeral arrangements for the late Jaden Blake of Woburn St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, residing in Canada, passed away on Monday 22nd November. The funeral of the late Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Canada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Dave Marquez, also known as Kalawa, of Grove St. John, an employee of Nawasa, passed away on Thursday 11th November 2021 at the age of 51. The funeral arrangements for the late Dave Marquez, also known as Kalawa, of Grove St. John, an employee of Nawasa, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The pain and agony of losing someone is never easy. Within your own mind and heart, there is a deep pain, agony that no one can fill. Within you see yourself painfully accepting the fact that you have lost someone you love. But this is what the Word of God said in the book of Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made the heaven and the earth. To him you need to look to for your help and your leadership and your guidance. Man will not give you that help that you need. Money, fame, even the very material things that you have seek. You realize in losing someone, none of those things would give you help. Right now, there is one person who stands ready to help you. His name is Jesus Christ. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Why not trust him today? Why not allow him to be at peace in your life? I want to pray for you and your family. Pray with me. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I surrender, Lord, every heart that is painfully accepting the reality of their lives who have lost a loved one. I pray, O God, that you comfort those families. Give them strength. Enable them to see, God, that you are there for them. that you, Lord, would never leave them, nor will you forsake them, for from you will come their help. I ask your blessing and for strength for them today, in Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen and amen. May God bless you and keep you and sustain you. May He overshadow you and look over your family as you reach deep within and overcome this deep sorrow and pain that you face. My prayers and thoughts are with you and your family. God bless you.
Report it. Corruption. Report it.
Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time.
Great. I am happy that you are happy to be here this morning. Just a few announcements for today. Please remember to wear your masks at all times because you must protect yourselves. There will be football practice on Tuesday afternoon and choir practice will be held this afternoon. Also, an investigation will begin today. This has become necessary because it has been drawn to my attention that 4 of you have decided to cheat on your exams. Yes. Calm yourselves. Here at the J.W. Fletcher, we do not promote plagiarism or cheating. We expect you to maintain your integrity. We expect you to take the long road to success. There are no shortcuts in life. So the teachers will be pulling you out of class to find out who decided to do such an act. We're not going to take long this morning. I would like you to have your seats and have a lovely day.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Report it. Corruption. Report it. Corruption. Do not support it.
That exam was too hard. I have to copy.
Oh, so it's all that cheat on the exam.
So what?
So how the teachers don't know like after that school?
Look, all you can even do the exam.
Oh, they act like cheating so young now.
Exactly.
Watch all the embarrassing all yourself there.
And all your family.
Well, how will they know?
But eventually they will find out, and after cheating is lying and stealing.
Just now you start to give bribe and take bribe.
Exactly.
When all they start working the people bank, all they start to thief their money. Not all the time.
Corruption is robbing our economy. People are gaining from dishonesty.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jenny.
Afternoon.
Did you sanitize your hands?
Yes, I did.
And what school today?
They catch children cheating in the exam.
Cheating?
Yeah.
I hope you wasn't in that.
No.
Plagiarism is no joke. It not only destroys your integrity, but makes it extremely difficult for people to believe you.
It shows a lack of originality and it questions your character.
I know. I pledge to stand up and maintain my integrity in all aspects of my life. Will you?
Corruption is robbing our economy. People are gaining from dishonesty. Abuse of power for private gain is going to cause our country pain. It's robbing education, healthcare, and dreams. Fraud and theft. We need to report it. Bribery. We need to report it. Favoritism.